The story of the Su-35 begins in the twilight years of the Cold War, a time when the Soviet Union and the United States were locked in an unforgiving race to dominate the skies. From the ashes of that era emerged an aircraft that would eventually evolve into one of the most capable non-stealth fighters ever built, the Sukhoi Su-35. When the world talks about air superiority, the conversation often centers around stealth jets like the F-22 Raptor and the F-35 Lightning II. But Russia's answer was different. It was louder, more powerful, and unapologetically aggressive. The Su-35 wasn't designed to disappear from radar, it was built to dominate through brute force, advanced sensors, and astonishing agility. This philosophy, the belief that visibility could be compensated for with maneuverability and speed, gave birth to a machine that became both an icon and an enigma in modern air warfare. The Su-35 represents a culmination of decades of Russian aeronautical engineering, drawing from the DNA of the legendary Su-27 flanker, an aircraft that had already proven itself against Western fighters. Yet the Su-35 is more than just a modernization, it's a complete reinvention, pushing the boundaries of what a fourth-generation jet can achieve. Its development reflects a deeply strategic mindset. When you can't outspend your rivals, you outthink them, and that's exactly what Russia did. When we look at the Su-35's design, it immediately becomes clear that this aircraft is a product of aerodynamic genius. Every curve, every angle, every air intake has been meticulously sculpted to reduce drag and maximize control authority at high angles of attack. The airframe, primarily constructed from lightweight titanium and composite materials, gives it both strength and flexibility, allowing it to withstand the extreme stresses of aerial combat. What truly sets it apart, however, are its engines, two AL-41F1S turbofans that produce a combined thrust of over 60,000 pounds. Equipped with 3D thrust vectoring nozzles, these engines can literally pivot in mid-flight, allowing the Su-35 to perform maneuvers that seem to defy the laws of physics. The aircraft can pivot on its axis, execute post-stall turns, and even fly backward momentarily, feats that no Western fighter outside of the F-22 can match. This supermaneuverability is not just a display stunt, it's a survival mechanism. In a dogfight, where milliseconds can determine life or death, being able to turn tighter and climb faster can mean the difference between shooting and being shot down. Western pilots who have trained alongside the Su-35 in mock scenarios often admit, off the record, that the jet's agility is both awe-inspiring and intimidating. Yet the Su-35's prowess extends far beyond its aerodynamic performance. Its onboard systems represent the pinnacle of Russian avionics innovation. The Irbis-E radar, developed by Tikhomirov and Aepi, is a marvel of engineering, a powerful passive electronically scanned array that can detect targets at distances of up to 400 kilometers. It can track up to 30 airborne targets simultaneously and engage up to 8 of them at once. What makes this system particularly dangerous is its ability to detect low observable aircraft, stealth fighters like the F-35 or even the F-22, under certain conditions, particularly when they maneuver or operate at non-optimal radar profiles. Complementing this radar is an advanced infrared search and track system, or IRST, which allows the Su-35 to passively detect enemy aircraft based on their heat signatures. In an era where stealth technology relies heavily on radar evasion, infrared detection becomes a silent killer. The combination of radar and IRST gives the Su-35 a unique dual-domain awareness. It can see you whether you're visible or not. It's a terrifying capability, especially in environments where electronic warfare is dense and radar reliability is compromised. This layered detection system exemplifies Russia's doctrine of redundancy, never relying on one sensor or one technology to win a fight. Speaking of electronic warfare, the Su-35 is equipped with one of the most advanced defensive suites ever installed on a non-stealth aircraft, the Khibiny M system. This sophisticated network of antennas and transmitters can jam, deceive, and even blind enemy radar systems, making the Su-35 appear as a ghost in the sky. During combat simulations, it has been shown that the Khibiny can create multiple false radar echoes, confusing enemy air defense operators into thinking they're tracking several aircraft instead of one. The Su-35 can also use this system to mislead radar-guided missiles, forcing them to veer off course at the last moment. Combined with its high agility, this electronic shield makes the aircraft extraordinarily difficult to shoot down. Russia designed the Su-35 not just as a weapon of offense, but as a self-sustaining predator capable of surviving in hostile airspace saturated with enemy sensors and missiles. It's not hard to see why this jet commands fear, not just from pilots, but from the strategists who have to plan against it. In the digital battlefield of the skies, information dominance is everything, and the Su-35 ensures it always has the last word. When it comes to weapons, the Su-35 is a flying armory. With 12 external hardpoints, it can carry up to 8,000 kilograms of ordnance, everything from long-range air-to-air missiles like the R-77 and R-37M to precision-guided bombs and anti-ship weapons. The R-37M, in particular, is one of the most dangerous missiles in existence, capable of hitting targets up to 400 kilometers away. That means an Su-35 can theoretically shoot down an enemy before ever appearing on their radar. But when the fight closes in, the Su-35 can also switch to short-range dogfight missiles like the R-73, which can be guided by the pilot's helmet-mounted sight, allowing for off-boresight targeting, the ability to lock and fire at enemies even outside the traditional forward cone. This combination of long-range punch and close-range precision gives the Su-35 versatility few jets can match. It's equally lethal in air-to-air and air-to-ground operations, making it not just a fighter, but a multi-role combat system designed for dominance in every possible scenario. The West often compares it to the Eurofighter Typhoon or the F divided by a -18E Super Hornet, but the Su-35's power-to-weight ratio, range, and maneuverability give it a distinct edge. The Su-35's combat record, though limited, has already proven its worth. In Syria, Russian forces deployed the jet to support operations and to showcase its capabilities to the world. The aircraft's presence alone was enough to change the dynamics of NATO's operations in the region. Western pilots flying reconnaissance and strike missions were forced to adapt their flight patterns, keeping a cautious distance whenever a Su-35 appeared on radar. Beyond its psychological impact, the jet's performance in real-world missions demonstrated its ability to operate under extreme conditions, from desert heat to contested electronic environments. Its reliability rate was remarkably high, reinforcing Russia's claim that the Su-35 is not just a showpiece but a combat-proven platform ready for sustained operations. This deployment also served as a testing ground for new avionics, missiles, and data link systems, laying the foundation for future iterations of Russian fighter technology, including the Su-57 stealth fighter. Philosophically, the Su-35 embodies Russia's defiance of Western air power doctrines. While NATO emphasizes stealth, network-centric warfare, and sensor fusion, Russia's approach focuses on self-reliance, pilot instinct, and mechanical superiority. The Su-35 is the ultimate expression of that philosophy. It's built to survive, to fight, and to dominate even when cut off from satellite support or advanced data networks. This mindset reflects Russia's strategic geography, vast territories, harsh environments, and the need for jets that can operate independently for long durations. The Su-35's massive fuel capacity gives it an operational range exceeding 3,600 kilometers, nearly twice that of many Western fighters, making it capable of covering enormous airspaces without refueling. In essence, it's a machine designed for Russia's vastness, a guardian of borders, a deterrent to adversaries, and a tool of influence in regions where air superiority defines political leverage. In the grand scheme of aerial warfare, the Su-35 stands as a bridge between generations, a living testament to the philosophy that technology doesn't always have to be invisible to be invincible. Its combination of supermaneuverability, electronic warfare, and raw firepower ensures that it will remain relevant long into the 2030s. The West may boast stealthier aircraft, but few can match the Su-35's balance of performance, durability, and cost-effectiveness. It is the ultimate predator in plain sight, a jet that challenges the assumption that stealth is the only path to air dominance. So as we move deeper into an age of 5th and 6th generation fighters, one question lingers: will future air combat be won by invisible aircraft or by those bold enough to be seen? The Su-35's answer is clear: true power doesn't hide, it roars across the sky for the world to hear.